Okay, we're going to look at piecewise functions just a little different way. So let's go ahead and plug this g of 1 value, plug 1 into this function. So you have to figure out which of the three functions that you're going to plug into. So remember, we've got three functions here. These are our three functions. And we've got three domains that go with those three functions. So you've got to figure out, when you look at 1, that's really an x value right there that we're plugging in. So you think, what x value does that 1 fit in? Does it fit in this value? Is 1 less than or equal to negative 1? No, I don't think so. It almost fits into this one. If you look, 1 is not quite smaller than 1, but it does fit into this one. So I'm going to plug this 1 into this function. So there's three different functions I'm plugging into here. So negative 1 plus 6, which is 5. So that's the point 1 comma 5. Okay, let's go ahead and plug this one in. So g of negative 1. So you've got to look up here and see, where does negative 1 fit into these domains? Well, negative 1 is not bigger than 1. Negative 1 is not in between negative 1 and 1, so it does fit into this one. So I'm going to plug this one into the first piece, or the first function here. Now, what's a little strange is, if you try to plug in negative 1 into this function, there's no x to plug into. See, there's an x, there's an x, there's no x. So the answer is just negative 5. There's nothing I can plug in. If anything's in that domain, the output will be negative 5, no matter what. So that's the point negative 1, 5. So negative 1, 5 is right up here. I'm sorry. That's negative 5 there. Let's go ahead and fix that. Put it down. So negative 1, negative 5 is right here. There we go. I'll go ahead and erase this one. Get that from negative 1 comma negative 5 there. Let's now plug in g of 2 and see where that one plugs in. So you look at the first one up here, and 2 is not smaller than negative 1 or equal to negative 1. It's not in between the two, and it looks like it's another one of these plug into this function. So g of 2, because 2 is bigger than or equal to 1, makes that statement true, the domain. So I go negative 2 plus 6 is 4. So 2 comma 4 is one of my points. Let's plug this one in. Okay, so if we plug in g of 0, so we're plugging 0 in there for x. So look, is 0 smaller than negative 1? No. Is it bigger than 1? No. It's in between negative 1 and 1. So it's definitely that middle case here. So I'm going to plug this one into the middle function here. So if I plug in 0, it would be 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. So I get 0, negative 1. And I'm going to go ahead and just stop plugging in points. I'm just going to graph these lines like they are, and just kind of go through our steps that we use, so you can see what we did on the last page here. So first, let's graph this. Remember, this is a function. Y equals, or g of x equals negative 5. So negative 5 is a horizontal line. It's going to go all the way across, go on forever that way, go on forever that way. However, get your eraser out. You don't need all of it. We need only the part where x is less than or equal to negative 1. So all this part here where x is bigger than negative 1, I don't need. At negative 1, you always want to look, is it open or closed? And you see there's an equal sign there, so it should be a closed circle right there. So that is a closed circle. I have one piece of my three pieces in my piecewise function. Let's graph this middle function. So x minus 1, that's y equals, or g of x equals, a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of negative 1. So y-intercept of negative 1, slope of 1. That line looks a lot like this. Just kind of plot a few of these points. And I'm going to go ahead and graph that. Now when you get better at this, you can do it without erasing, I think, but first it's not a bad idea to do it. Draw out the whole function. So -1 and 1, it's in between those values for x. So when x is between here and here, so everything over here is gone, everything to the other side of x -1 is gone. Now I do need to check at those points. It looks like it's an open circle and an open circle. So I'm going to draw an open circle there. Whoops. And an open circle there. I have my second piece of the piecewise function. Let's do the last one. Slope is -1. The y-intercept is 6. Looks like this. Something like that. And I only want this piece when x is bigger than or equal to 1. So I want to erase some of this stuff. X is 1 right here. So the stuff to the left here, I really don't need that part. And I want to just evaluate and make sure that's a closed circle there. So let's think about it. At 1, it's closed, so that's going to be a closed circle right there. And now I have my piecewise function. So we showed you two different ways. One, plug in points. You got to make sure to know which piece to plug into when you have a piecewise function. The other way is to graph each piece in its entirety, then just erase the part that you don't want. You only want, these are the domains that you actually want to graph in.